Yes.
All right, well, let's get into it. So, you are this huge keynote speaker. You have spoken with, I mean, I was reading the list. I was like, that's my dream list as a speaker myself, IBM and Procter and Gamble and those really big clients and speaking all over. You're also a coach and things like that. And
Mhm.
what I wanted to know is what gave you the courage to be able to even think for a minute that I can be on those stages? You yourself, Jenner, can be on those type of stages. Like, what gave you the courage to even go for something like that?
I don't know that I have the courage to go for that. I think when I got invited to participate in a lot of those opportunities, I'm like anyone else. I would think, why me? Or I'm not good enough. I've been in plenty of rooms where I show up and I wonder why I'm there. Um, and a lot of times I just have to do it anyway and realize that I've been invited for a reason and I do have something to say. And I also have a very good friend who is very good at calling me out on when I say, why me, or why did they pick me? She reminds me that I deserve to be picked. So I think it's a combination of just do it anyway, do it scared, and have good support in your life.
It's important to have friends like that too, who will call you up on your stuff, like, hey, you're avoiding that. You really need to go ahead and do it. And why not you? And
Mhm.
I think as women, it's very important that we support each other. And I also think, like, you said do it afraid, and that's really hard for some people, for many people. I know when I first started this podcast, I was afraid.
Mhm.
I still am afraid, to be honest, because I was like, oh, all those what ifs, and who are you to say you could do something like this? And there's times when you're going to crash and burn, and then there's times when it's going to be great. So, was it like your upbringing that, said, okay, you can do it afraid and still do it? Because that paralyzes so many people, I find.
I certainly think my parents probably instilled a lot of that in me just because they were probably doing it afraid, never shared that with me, but I'm not sure they had life figured out either. But it's probably more of, I don't know that a lot of times I have a choice. I've been a single parent for most of my son's life. I've worked for myself for the last 15 years.